What is up, guys, and welcome back to another WaxMode video. And today I've got the hybrid ceramic liquid wax from Meguiar's. I'm going to give you guys a 4-month durability update for this product applied to the rear quarter panel section on the blue Honda test car. Now, prior to applying the wax, I prepped the paint using Meguiar's M110. That's their Ultra Pro Speed compound, and I followed it up with Meguiar's M210, their Ultra Pro finishing polish. Then I used Klean Strip Prep-All as my panel wipe to remove any of the polishing oils or residuals left behind from the polishing step. Only one coat of hybrid ceramic liquid wax has been applied to this section of the paint. No toppers have been used at all throughout the duration of this 4-month durability test. Now with this rinse here, the paint is still dirty at this point. It has not been washed in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to finish rinsing the paint down, then I'll wash it using CarPro Reset as my soap. And then rinse it down again to give you guys an after performance after we've cleaned the paint off. Now I can see right away with this first initial rinse here that the hybrid ceramic liquid wax section is definitely super tired at this point. And the surface is basically hydrophilic. It's the water's wanting to be attracted to the surface of the paint rather than being repelled off of it. So there's no sort of crazy water sheeting going on. There's no crazy water beading going on. However, this does not necessarily mean at this point that the wax has been fully eroded off the surface of the paint. And this right here is when using surface tension as an identifier to figure out if the product has survived or not on the surface of the paint. This is when it gets really tricky at this point, when the wax is on the tail end of its lifespan. Okay, so I've washed the paint using CarPro Reset as my soap, and Reset has been the soap that I've been using throughout this entire duration of this test. I haven't used any other soaps, and this car is also a daily driver. It sits outside the entire time. It's getting the full-blown effect of the Florida sun and basically our almost daily rainstorms that we've been getting for the past month or so here in Florida as well. This door section here has the CarPro C-Quartz coating that's going on over 2 years of durability. I recently topped that up with the hybrid ceramic detailer from Meguiar's on the last wash. Then that rear bumper section down there towards the bottom is the Blackfire Pro ceramic coating, also topped up with the hybrid ceramic detailer. This hybrid ceramic liquid wax, again, hasn't been topped with anything throughout this entire test here. But even after washing the paint, I can see a little bit of a revival in the surface tension on the paint there. A bit more evidence down towards the lower section with the gas cap there, and underneath that, it's repelling at a higher level than it is towards the top section of the paint. But the big question here for me is, should we even be considering hybrid ceramic liquid wax as our main form of protection? If the water behavior ever got to this level, I would always want to be using some sort of maintenance protectant to keep up on the gloss, keep up on the slickness, but also keep up on the hydrophobic performance of the product. And at this point, at 4 months, we've definitely seen a crazy significant drop in the hydrophobic performance of this liquid wax here. But this test right here is going to showcase you guys that the wax has still survived on the paint. I'm going to take a clean and fresh microfiber drying towel. This is the CarPro Dehydrate. It's got that twisted loop microfiber in it, which is awesome for drying the paint off. But what this is going to do is this is going to help remove some of those surfactants that can be left behind on the paint that can really sap out that surface tension out of the wax. And so I'm going to dry the paint off, I'm going to rinse it down, and we're going to see an improvement in the surface tension of the wax. We're going to see it come right back to life. Now, it's not going to be anywhere near its short-term performance, but it's going to be repelling water at a fast enough rate that's going to be easy evidence to see that the wax has still survived on the surface. And so this is precisely why it can be so tricky to try and use surface tension as this identifier to figure out when the wax has survived or not. And the other tricky concept is when I take paint and I polish it out, and, I decontaminate it, I polish it out using abrasives, then I take a panel wipe and fully wipe it down to remove the polishing oils. And I go ahead and I rinse that freshly polished paint. That surface is not going to be 100% hydrophilic either. It's still going to be sheeting water off at a very decent rate. And so can I be absolutely sure that the wax has still survived on the paint if it's showcasing to us a little bit of surface tension still left behind? And that's a good question. That's very difficult to answer with 100% certainty. But based on my observations of how this wax degraded over the months, I would say that this final rinse here is evidence of the wax surviving on the paint. So hybrid ceramic liquid wax, if it survives at 4 months of durability without any sort of toppers at one coat, I would say that this is a very capable form of paint protection. But I'm definitely going to want to be using a maintenance topper on a regular basis with it. And if you guys are looking for that maintenance topper, it's absolutely the hybrid ceramic detailer is one of my favorite products that Meguiar's released for 2020. It's one of my favorite products that's been released out of everyone. I just having such great results with it. It's such an awesome hydrophobic performer in the short term. And I got to get a video up of the updated formulas for the Ultimate Quick Wax and Ultimate Quick Detailer. I've been having a lot of fun with these products as well. They've been playing well with the coatings on the paint. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Stay tuned for more testing, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video.